Hi everyone, it's Thursday and this will be our final lesson on volume and capacity. And this is our exit slip for the week, which means that you need to do this a little bit more independently if you can. It's fine for parents to type and write for you if that's what you need. However, this is the opportunity for you to tell your parents or tell me what you know already, and your parents, as you would in the classroom, are more than welcome to help you um, to write your ideas. So I really want to know what you know about volume and capacity so far. Okay, so today's a little bit different. So we're not going to have a slideshow. We're just going to do this from the Jamboard. However, you can just do this on a piece of paper and take a photo as we have with the past few days. But if you want to use the Jamboard, it's a great way for you to have a little go at completing the task independently. All right, so number one, you need to find two different size containers that are not too big, and you also need to have a cup and a spoon. And the cup and the spoon are going to be what we use for our measuring today. Okay, so that's why we don't want our containers to be too big, because a spoon might take us a little bit longer than if we're going to use a cup to measure, because our spoon is not going to be as big as our cup. All right, so you might like to pause the video, go and get your two containers. Probably something from your Tupperware drawer would be good, something maybe you use for in your lunch um, when you're back at school. So go and do that, and then also a spoon and a cup for measuring. All right, now the first thing we're going to do is estimate. We're going to use our cup first, so you can leave your spoon at the side, and we're going to estimate how many cups will fill each container and complete the sentence. Okay, so let me just fix this up. I've just seen a typo. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is get our post-it note, and we're going to find the one that says estimate. So this one says measured, so we're going to find the one that says estimate. Okay, so we're going to get our post-it and we're going to estimate the capacity of the container using cups. Okay, so here's my example. I've got my smaller container here and my larger container, so I'm going to estimate my smaller container first. All right, so I estimate the capacity of the container equaled, let's say, 6 cups. Remember, we have to label our unit. You have to tell me what you're using to measure. All right, so I'm going to put that over here. I can make my poster a little bit smaller and it's going to match over here. And I might even change the color so that it stands out a little bit. All right, then I'm going to repeat that process for the bigger container. Okay, so clicking on my post-it, I estimated the capacity of the container equaled. Okay, so this container is a bigger container, so I've got to estimate a higher number because it's going to need more cups. So I estimated the capacity of the container equaled, I'm going to say, let me see. I'm going to say 10 cups. Okay, so then I'm going to keep my post-it note just there because that's pretty close to where I want it. And then I'm going to go to step 3. So measure how many cups filled each container and complete the sentence. Now, again, you can use water, filling it up with water. Check with your parents, make sure it's okay to do this perhaps outside or at the sink, somewhere that it won't matter if you have a little bit of a spill, although try not to. It'll be great if we don't spill too much for your parents' sake. All right, so measure the smaller container first, and then you're going to type your answer. Okay, so I've measured my container, and the capacity actually equaled 5 cups. Okay, and again, I'm going to edit, change it to the same color, and move it near the correct container. All right, and now I'm going to measure my larger container. All right, so I've measured my larger container, and I'm going to edit my post-it note. I measured the container and the capacity equaled 12 cups. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do, number 4, is draw the containers below with the same number of cups. So I've actually put my containers over here already. I've made a picture. So remember how we can do that? We can add an image and, oops, I went to the, oh no, that's the right one, Google image, and we can say a container. So you have that option as well. So it might not be your exact container, but it might be something a little bit similar. Okay, it's definitely not one of these for me. It might be a lunch box. Okay, and you can put that in, or you can draw a picture. It's totally up to you how you want to do it. But just need to show me that one is smaller and one is a larger. Okay, so that one has a smaller capacity and one has a larger capacity. All right, so after you've drawn the container, you need to put the same number of cups and label their capacities. Okay, so over here I've got lots of cups. So for this one, it actually equaled 6 cups. So I need to put 6 cups in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and then over here, I need to have, let's have a look, I measure the container and the capacity equal 12 cups. So I need to put 12 cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I'm going to see if I can get them in a nice array there, in a nice line or row. Okay, and then I need another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I can check my answer. I can count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So I've got 12 cups. And then I need to label my capacity. So I need to say which one has the greater capacity. So this one has the smallest, oops, smallest, and I might change the color so that it stands out a little bit. Let's see if we can change that. There we go. And then I'm going to make another text box, and this one's going to say greatest, isn't it? Okay, and there you go. That's how you complete that task. All right, now we're going to move on to the next jam. So you just need to press the arrow and go to the next one. So now we've done our cups, we actually need to do our spoons. Now this will be a little bit trickier, and this is why I asked you to have smaller containers, not very large containers. Okay, so we're going to repeat exactly the same activity, but this time using a spoon. Okay, so I'm not going to model how to do that one for you. I've shown you how to use the cups. I want you to do exactly the same thing, but using the spoons. Okay, remembering to fill the spoons with the same amount of liquid, or if you choose to use sand, that's okay. You can use sand, the same amount each time. Okay, all right, and that's how we do that one. And then we're going to complete this task. Match and move the post-it notes to each question. Did it take more or less spoons to fill the containers? Okay, so when we use the spoons, did it take more or less spoons to fill the containers? What do you think? Is it going to be more or less? So when you choose your answer, just slide it over like that. So hold it with your mouse, click on it and slide it over. Okay, so when we use spoons, was it more or less than when we use the cups? All right, then we're going to do this one. It takes more spoons to fill the containers than cups. Is this true or is it false? So again, slide your answer over to match the question or the statement in this case. Okay, and then the final one, it takes less spoons to fill the container than the cups. Okay, so choose true or false to tell me whether it's a true statement or a false statement. All right, and then you can press your arrow key. Match and move the post-it notes to each question. It takes more spoons to fill up a container because the spoons are smaller. Is this true or false? So slide the answer over. Can you fill the container up so it is 10 cups full? Okay, so what you need to do is move the cups so that it has 10 cups in this container. All right, and that is how you complete our Thursday exit slip. So I think you guys will be able to do that really well. You've been practicing all week, and I think that you'll be able to do that with no problems. But of course, if you need a little bit of assistance from your parents, that's fine, as long as you're able to tell us the answers or tell your parents the answers, and they can help you put it onto the Jamboard. Or again, you can write this out or draw the pictures onto a piece of paper and take a photo. I'm really looking forward to seeing all of your learning from this week. Good luck. Bye.